Good day. My name is Sara Kay Wheeler. I'm with the law firm of King Spalding in Atlanta, Georgia, and it is my pleasure to participate in the Regional Online RAC Summit Series. Today's presentation is focusing on Medicaid RACs. Medicaid RACs are on the scene, and today we'll be exploring whether your organization is ready, considering all of the dynamics in the healthcare industry. Jumping into today's presentation, the goals of today's session are first to explore the important Medicaid trends that are occurring in our industry. We'll start out discussing some of those trends. We'll also explore some Medicaid enforcement developments that are contextually important to understand the role of Medicaid RACs and other contractors operating in the Medicaid reimbursement environment. And we'll close with a few compliance considerations to hopefully help you practically think about these developments and get ready for your strategy to navigate this audit and dispute landscape. Turning to the slides and having a little trouble advancing the slides.
You just do it with your PowerPoint button on the bottom right, or actually I think your arrow key will do it fine, Sarah.
Yeah, for some reason it is not working, Ernie. I'm so sorry.
Huh. There you go.
There we go. How do you want to do that? Would you like me to start again?
Oh, you can just start right at slide 2 if you want.
Okay. Okay, well, we've already gone through that, so I'll just turn over to slide 3.
Good.
Picking up with slide 3, thinking about the important developments in Medicaid trends. First, on slide 4, we see how important the Medicaid program has been to federal and state budgets. We know that Medicaid is the primary insurance vehicle for low-income and high-need individuals in the U.S. There are currently about 60 million Medicaid beneficiaries. Spending on this program actually represents currently about 22.3% of all state expenditures. Now, with the Patient Protection and Affordable Care Act, or PPACA, healthcare reform, as many of you may refer to it, we know that spending is projected to increase by approximately $600 billion from 2014 through 2021. We know some of those projections are dependent upon each individual state's decision to implement Medicaid expansion after this summer's U.S. Supreme Court ruling. But putting this into context, we know that the Medicaid dollar is hugely important to state and federal budgets. Both federal and state governments want to ensure that the Medicaid dollar is being spent appropriately, and therefore there is significant interest in making sure that there is appropriate oversight either through CMS or state Medicaid agencies or through the contractors that they employ to oversee whether payments have been appropriately made in this particular Medicaid corridor. We've included on slides 5 and 6 some interesting graphs from the Kaiser Family Foundation. You'll see on slide 5 that during the past several years, Medicaid enrollment and expenditure growth increased rationally during the economic recession. Some of the burdens felt at the state level, however, was a bit relieved due to the ARA, or the stimulus bill. Because that stimulus support is now coming to an end, there is a significant expectation that spending on Medicaid is projected to increase by as much as 28% in 2012, which you can see over on slide 6. So what we're seeing is that Medicaid program expenditures are continuing to increase. We know that PPACA is expected to enhance that spending through increases in enrollment. And along with those increases, there's also significant expansions in program integrity funding that came through PPACA. We know, for example, in 2010 alone, CMS spent $42 million on Medicaid program integrity contractors.